is a tale of a seaside town, of bottles washed upon its shores, long-held secrets, tourists seeking romance, and, most of all, a tale of this little boy who grew up here. Surname Laurent may be a newer name in the area, but the family certainly isn't new. For generations, they have owned La Copia Serena, the local wedding venue. Arnessa Thebe, a descendant of the legendary Princess Cordelia, spent her young life living in the princess's shadow. Arnessa embarked on her own adventures, traveling to Al Simhara, Oasis Springs, Mount Karabi, kissing a llama and falling in love with a human, not a llama. When Arnessa returned from her travels in SimmplyShelli with several cranolay grapevines and her infant son Hector, she devoted her time to writing best-selling fictional novels based on her many adventures and raising Hector, whom she considers her greatest accomplishment. After some drama of his own, Hector married Hilary, whose parents own the Little Bistro restaurant empire. Hilary is a chef in her parents' Tartosa restaurant, which caters all events at the family venue. Hector oversees the vineyards and libation side of the family business. Their daughter Greta has plans for improving the family's vineyard. With the adaptation of Arnessa's best-selling novel, The Princess's Diary, filmed in Tartosa, tourism increased. Together, this family forms a wedding industry powerhouse. This is the family our little boy has been born into. Jace is a cheerful social butterfly who was unaware of his family status or their past dramas. That is, until the day he found a message in the bottle that had washed up on the beach. Jace became fascinated with pirates and far-off lands and decided that one day he would leave Tartosa no matter how much he loved it. But for now, he enjoys playing in the sand, building sand castles, socializing with everyone. He's had a very happy childhood. There's not much to worry about in Jace's world. The rumors that he's heard, the dramas of his sister and his family, just seem to wash over him like the gentle waves on the beaches of Tartosa. Greta finished high school and aged up to a young adult, heading off for university. Birthdays for the family are a quiet affair, just celebrated with their immediate family. And that's what Jace has always grown up with and doesn't mind. But for some reason, this birthday really had Greta very sad. Of course, Jace has gotten used to his sister's emotional ups and downs, but he doesn't mind. He does well in school. His grandma, Arnessa, and he get along pretty well, and she has even helped him complete a project, a medieval castle, and she's told him some of the research that she'd done on medieval castles in Tartosa. Every night, Hector sprays for the monster under the bed, calling out, "Monsters, monsters, go away! Let my son sleep again tonight." He's not very good at rhyming. He is a mixologist after all. And then he calls in Jace and says, "All right, son, everything's fine. Come on to bed." Sometimes there's time for a story, but every night Jace receives a nice, warm, cozy tucking in from his dad or his mom, and even sometimes his grandma. Good night, Jace. Some would say it's an idyllic childhood, although it's all that Jace has known, with blue skies, quietness in the off-season, and many friends and acquaintances. Jace has had a very happy childhood. It's time for him to age up as a teen. His sister's away at school, but Mom celebrates, and Jace doesn't mind. What's this? He's aging up? Were his teen years that uneventful? Yes, he just went to school and continued his life in Tartosa, but now he's entering his 20s, and he is going to be searching for his soulmate. It's time for this young man to head off into the greater world. He's off to University of Brightchester, where he's going to complete his education and explore the world. Weddings. Weddings and romance. That is part of Tartosa, part of the culture, part of the lore, and a big part of the family's income. Of course, they own a spectacular wedding venue. So when it's time for Jace's big sister to get married, it's a spectacular event. Wedding vows are exchanged amongst pink flowers, white flowers. The sun has set, and it's a beautiful evening. Aw, look at how sweet. Jace loves weddings. Of course, he's grown up with them. Congratulations, sister. Maybe now you'll be happy. Of course, she is also taking the part in the family business, and now it's time for the reception. The cake is cut. Everyone cheers. I'm not sure why everyone's not dressed appropriately, but I guess that's how it is here in Tartosa. There's the Martinez family, and they are enjoying everything. It's just a beautiful, spectacular evening that lasts until dawn. Jace gives his congratulations to his new brother-in-law and to his sister Greta. They blow their bubbles, and it's a wonderful way. He didn't mind too much that her wedding overshadowed his university graduation, because Jace has some other thoughts on his mind, and the wedding have really brought them to the forefront. Dad, do you remember the girl Myra I was telling you about at university, the one we met at the painting club? Well, I was thinking about inviting her here. We really get along well, and this wedding has me thinking. And of course, Hector's saying, I think that's great. I know from the letters that you sent home, you really liked her. So Jace is thinking about weddings. He's thinking about the romance that they had, which of course he didn't tell his parents, but they do know that he really likes this girl and that he's going to invite her. He's going to work up his courage. He sent off a text earlier, and now the wedding is coming to an end, and Jace is excited for the next chapter of his life. He has a visitor coming. His parents have given him a small home near the beach town, the little village with the tourist area, and they said he could stay there, and that is their family, one of the family rentals. So he's going to be moving in there, and he's going to have a visitor very soon. Jace is excited. He looks out over the sandy beaches and across the horizon and knows, even though he hasn't told his family, that someday he's going to leave these shores and never return to live. But for now, he's just basking in the moonlight, thinking of the love of his life, Myra, and his future. I hope you have enjoyed these tales from Tartosa and the background of Jace's life, which varies very differently from Myra's. In the next episode, we're going to see them coming together as their lives continue growing together. Until next time, I hope you have a simtastic day. Dag dag.